You just replaced your boiler with a heat pump. It's your first time in decades living with a completely different type of heating system. Somehow you're having doubts about how it functions, especially when you touch the radiator and realize it's not hot. Throughout this video, we're going to investigate one of the most common questions asked by new heat pump owners. Why are the radiators warm to the touch? We'll look at what a well-performing heat pump should feel like, why some homes genuinely experience problems after installation, and how you can tell the difference between normal operation and something that needs attention. We'll also work through the practical checks you can carry out yourself before calling your installer, and the questions that can help you get clearer answers if something doesn't seem right. By the end of this video, you'll feel confident judging whether your own system is performing the way it was designed to. First of all, a heat pump is not a gas boiler, so you need to unlearn everything you know about how a boiler works and learn how this new heating system operates. Your house will not warm up quickly after turning the heating on in the same way a gas boiler does. Your radiators will feel warm, meaning you can comfortably leave your hand on them. You can't switch off the heating whenever you leave the house. In fact, you're generally expected to leave it running for longer periods. Turning the thermostat up to 25 degrees will not make the house heat up faster. I've heard comments like, "The radiators don't feel hot, so the heat pump can't be working properly." Or, "Upstairs is warm, but my feet are freezing downstairs." Or, "The thermostat says 21 degrees, but it doesn't feel as comfortable as 21 degrees should." Those experiences are real, but the causes are not always the same. Some are simply the result of adjusting to a different type of heating system and learning how the technology works. Others may indicate that something in the design, commissioning, or control strategy needs attention. So before we decide there's a problem or conclude that heat pumps don't work, we first need to understand how a correctly operating heat pump works. Let's start with what trusted UK organisations tell homeowners to expect. The Energy Saving Trust, one of the organisations providing independent advice on home energy, explains that a heat pump is designed to provide lower temperature heat over much longer periods. It aims to maintain a more stable indoor temperature. When a well-designed system is left to operate steadily, particularly when weather compensation is controlling the flow temperature, it can maintain comfort more efficiently than repeatedly trying to recover from large drops in indoor temperature. But this raises another important question. If the radiators are only warm, how does the house stay warm? The answer lies in something called flow temperature. Lower flow temperatures are one of the reasons heat pumps operate efficiently. The compressor doesn't have to work as hard to produce lower temperature water, which generally improves efficiency under the right conditions. The radiators release a gentler, more consistent heat into the room. The purpose of a radiator is to transfer enough heat into the room to maintain the temperature you've chosen. If your thermostat is set to 20 degrees and your home remains comfortably at 20 degrees throughout the day, the heating system is achieving exactly what it was designed to do. So far, we've established that warm radiators are normal. But if your home isn't comfortable, then it's worth finding out why. If your living room struggles to reach the desired temperature, if one bedroom reaches a comfortable temperature while another remains cold, if the heat pump runs almost continuously, if your electricity consumption is higher than expected, these could all indicate a deeper problem, and you should contact your installer. It could be that the original heat loss calculations underestimated how much heat the property needs on colder days. It could be that the radiators are too small to transfer enough heat into the room when operating at lower flow temperatures. Or the heating system may not have been hydraulically balanced properly, meaning some radiators receive more water flow than others. The weather compensation settings may also need adjusting to better suit the property. Or it could have nothing to do with the heating system at all. Maybe it's cold floors, poor insulation, air leakage around doors or windows, or a thermostat positioned in a warmer area of the house, such as the kitchen, while the living room is cooler. Every one of those factors affects how comfortable your home feels. The heat pump is only one part of the heating system. Your home itself also plays a major role. The insulation, the windows, the floor construction, the size of the radiators, even the way the rooms are used, they all influence the final result. Now ask yourself, has anything changed lately? Even small changes inside the home can alter how the heating system performs. Finally, think about the weather. Has there been a sudden cold spell? Heat pumps respond differently to changing outdoor temperatures, particularly when weather compensation is controlling the flow temperature. Longer running times during colder weather are often completely normal. Before we finish, let's recap. We've covered 3 important things in this video. First, don't judge your heat pump by how hot the radiators feel. Judge it by whether your home reaches and maintains a comfortable temperature. Warm radiators are often a sign that the system is operating as it was designed to. Second, if your home doesn't feel comfortable, don't assume the heat pump is at fault. The cause could be the design of the system, the commissioning, the controls, the size of the radiators, or even the building itself. Finding the real cause starts with asking the right questions rather than making assumptions. Third, you don't need to become a heating engineer to own a heat pump confidently. Understanding the basics will help you get the best from your system, have better conversations with your installer, and make informed decisions throughout the life of your heat pump. If there's one thing I'd like you to remember from today's video, it's this. Don't judge your heat pump by the temperature of the radiator. Judge it by the comfort of your home. In the next video, we'll discuss which settings are designed for homeowners to adjust, which ones should only be changed by your installer, and how understanding just a few key settings can improve comfort, reduce running costs, and help you get the very best performance from your heat pump. If you found this video useful, please give it a like. It really helps the channel reach more people who may be asking the very same questions. And if you're new here, please consider exploring previous videos on the channel. You might find them helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.